It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
You decide when you lose, not other people.
And Blabs.
I like pickles.
And co-hosted by our friends from around the internet. If you like common sense, hit that thumbs up button and of course the subscribe button and join us Monday through Friday live at 11 a.m. Central Time. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on God's green earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and Kick.com/Side Scrollers. What's going on, everybody? Hi, happy Tuesday to you. I'm Stuttering Craig. Welcome to the #1 video game and entertainment podcast on God's motherfucking green earth. Sorry, Melanie. Welcome on, everybody. Good to see you. We're gonna have a great show today. It is officially Side Scrollers today. You guys coined that. I'm taking it, and here we are. Let's start first and always with Blabs. Hello, Blabs.
Hi. We have like she scrollers, side scroll hers, Femme Tuesday, whichever you like.
Look, we're all about that diversity here on the channel, which is great. It's we got diverse points of way of thinking.
Diversity.
That's right. I mean, you're they them, right?
Zer, actually. Zer. I think that's still in my banner. You changed my name the other day. Hang on.
I did. Yes. Oh no,
it
no.
just says BRB now.
I changed it back. I removed it. So, but I'm glad you're here. I said that, and I was waiting. Like, if we were in the same room, I would imagine you would have punched me, which is why I made the cringe face there. So
I don't think I could, to be honest. I've never punched a dude. Slapped a couple of times, yes. Punched no.
Then I'd probably get slapped. I'll tell you what. I bet this young lady slapped a lot of people. It's Melanie Mack.
Yay! Hi!
Yeah, yes, I did.
I'm slapping people all the time. Yeah.
On Twitter, on X,
on Twitter,
the whole thing.
Yeah, on X. That's it. That's where all the slap matches go down. So
it's nonstop slappies. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But in addition to Melanie today and Blabs, we also have the amazing X-Ray girl joining us. Hello.
X-Ray girl.
Oh my gosh. I love being on Side Scrollers.
I'm just going to
yay, there we go. Girl power.
Hand over the channel, diversity and inclusion and all that great stuff.
He's like wiping his eyes right now. Is he all right? He's just like...
He is so moved. He's like, this panel.
I'm such an ally.
I do so much good. Praise me. Please tell me what a white knight I am. Sorry, that's the old brand I used to work with. Anyways, welcome on out, guys. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm sorry, you girls are here.
I like guys. Guys works.
Good.
Guys.
Good. Look, we got a lot going on today. I'm glad everybody's here. Has there been any X dust ups that I need to know about before we get into the show today?
What does
Anything
that mean?
crazy?
Is this an old school term? Dust up?
Yeah.
Fights. You know?
Oh.
Wait.
You literally called us young ladies 2 minutes ago, and now you're like, extra stuff. Like, we're supposed to understand.
You've never heard of a dust up before?
No.
No,
I
it's
mean,
some
like-
cleaning.
No, you're like fighting. You're
'Cause I'm
fighting, and so
female.
dust gets all over
You
the
gotta
place.
clean
Dust up.
domestically.
Well,
I
Blabs,
have a
that's
bone
you.
to pick with Gary Nerdrotic for
Oh.
comparing myself to Echo.
I saw that.
No.
Can I'll show.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh boy.
Lol.
Well, X-Ray, is he really wrong? I'm just kidding.
It does look
You're
similar.
way cuter, X-Ray
But-
girl.
But I saw someone tag me in a clip, and this is like my favorite clip right now on the internet. So I'm gonna play that for you.
My gosh, look at now. Now he's not only is he attacking Native American people, he's attacking Asians now.
Oh,
Go. Same energy.
I've seen that face in an old video.
This one?
Oh, that's X-ray.
That's X-Ray girl. What video are you watching?
I can't. Who knows what the titles are?
Oh my god.
There you go. Got a little revealed about Jay.
Anyways,
Wow. It's great.
Wow.
Love that.
I love reliving that moment, Jay. Thank you.
I don't know if Jay is as squeaky clean as he perceives to be. I'm just gonna say, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you don't have any dust ups with Jay, but definitely
Not
with Gary,
Jay,
which is
but
crazy.
Gary, yeah.
So, yeah.
We'll look at it.
X-Ray, are you gonna be at MegaCon?
Yes, I'm going Thursday till the week after, so I'm excited for it.
That's great.
Are you
yeah.
going?
I did. I booked my flight yesterday. So I'll be there.
When are you going? What days are you? Well, what day are you going to be there?
I get in late Thursday night and I leave Sunday afternoon. So I'm just going for the weekend.
Ooh.
So yeah. Just
Okay.
quick in and
Blabs,
out.
I'm looking at you.
Blabs,
I'm
Blabs, do you want-
alone pretending I don't exist.
Blabs, would you like to go? Let's get some funding going for Blabs today, guys. Let's go.
Send Blabs to MegaCon. Trust me, he'll want
That's
to
right.
see her there.
Oh, fangirl. There's gonna be a Harry Potter actor there. I'm just saying.
Oh.
I do.
He's a bit of a douche though, but that's all right.
Oh.
Which one is that?
Oh, Matt Lewis. He played Neville Longbottom. Which, by the way, I heard you and your kitties
Longbottom?
chain. Yeah, I long for his bottom. Anyway,
Whoa.
I heard you. It's a Valentine's Day joke.
Okay. Okay.
You actually mean it. I'm actually curious now.
I heard this weekend that you and your kids turned off Harry Potter to watch something else.
Okay, hold on. So here's the thing, guys. It's become very obvious that I'm going to need to crack the whip a few times today and reel these girls in today. So I'm going to need your help today on the show, okay? Because this is going to be a really tough show to get through because Blabs is taking over. Okay, back to the show.
Oh my God.
A lot of estrogen here today.
I know, I'm
Yeah.
not used to this.
Yeah,
Praise
you're
me.
probably not. All the dudes.
Oh my God. All right. Look, we got a good show today. Blabs, do you want to go to MegaCon?
I do.
Sounds good. But you know what's going to help you get there? Retromeister with the $50 super chat says, you will owe nothing and you'll be happy. Gee, I wonder where I've heard that before. Oh yeah, the Legion of Doom's Klaus Luther. It seems anything culture like video games isn't safe from these ignorant and narcissistic a-holes. Need I say more? No, you do not. You, my friend, are in it. Let's go, Retromeister. Go on the wall, my friend. Look at it. Let's go, Blabs. We're going to get you there. We're going to get you to the kitchen.
You can't reach. You gotta be standing today.
So here's the thing, Blabs. We're going to get you there, but then we got to get like travel and hotel. It costs a lot of money to get people
It does.
places.
That's why I was like, it's too expensive, man.
But Kinetic is also going to help. Says, doing my part for the Blabs
balls.
ticket fund. Uh-oh. All right.
Lots
All
of
right.
balls.
We're actually going to really try to
We
make
need
this
a
thing
ball
happen.
emote, but like an actual, just like a football or a soccer ball or something, or just a ball that says ball on it.
Ball. That's
ball.
it. Kinetic, thank
Ball
you
on
very
ball.
much. You are going on the wall today. Look at
Balls.
that. By the way, my wall's filling up. We only got
Wow.
7 more spots on the wall. That's it.
I saw my alter egos in the chat too.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's time to
I
bring
met-
out the chardo.
All right. Hey, Kinetic, thank you very much. That is incredibly generous of you. Really appreciate your support. Look, we got a big show today, and I'm going to get to the rest of those super chats in just a second, but we got a lot going on. I want to remind you guys, we are live over at x.com/sidescrollers. Come join us over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. Join us over there. We will be live over on X eventually, but not today. Join us over there and the over 5,000 followers we have over there, which is great. I hate the term follower. I hate that. But viewers, 5,000 followers on Rumble. Just join us over there. It's great. We're growing a little bit more every single day. We love the common sense aspect of it. But we do have an X account at x.com/sidescrollerpod. You can find who's going to be on the show, as well as clips from the show as well. We also have an Instagram, don't we, Blabs?
We do. We're heading up to 1,200 followers. So if you're not following us, do it, or else XY Girl will be very upset and she won't say Coke.
Look at how sad she is. Look at how sad
I was more
X-Ray Girl
shocked.
is.
I'm like, I'm the muscles here? Okay.
That's right. Look
Yeah.
at how she's so upset at you right now, guys. Look at her. She's so
I
sad.
think I'll get my my kitty paws and
Oh no,
hurt people.
No.
Mentally, hurts mentally.
But we also are live over on kick.com/sidescrollers. Blabs has her close eye over there, keeping an eye on everything. Appreciate y'all's support over there and the gifted memberships, which we've had over there. Gifted subs. Is it subs over there, Blabs? Subs?
Yeah, it's subs just like Kick.
Yes. Very good. And if you want to listen to the audio version of the show, that has been growing very steadily, which is great over at Spotify at you just search Side Scrollers Podcast and you can find it, which has been really, really good. We've had a record audio listenership over there the last few days, which has been really, really good. We are coming off our biggest, most viewed show ever yesterday, which is great, capping it over 3,000 viewers, which was great between YouTube and X and Twitter and everywhere else and Rumble. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. So do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button and help us grow a little bit more. Our goal is always 500 likes every single show. And our goal is always 20 memberships every show. So let's see if we can hit that. We got a nice little streak going with that right now. So thank you guys very much for your support. Blabs, our last day on Twitch will be January 31st.
Yes.
You want to tell everybody about that?
Yeah, so guys, our last day is January 31st. So if you haven't already, follow us on either Rumble, Kick, YouTube, X, Spotify, wherever, because we will no longer be streaming on Twitch because Twitch sucks and is run by Deerkin.
There's a lot of truth.
Very eloquently said.
That's right. Tomak, thank you very much. Come in with the $20 super chat. Says, Master Gamer Mac, are you planning on looking at the upcoming open world game Pal World, or are you going back to Ubisoft for that content?
Pal World? I haven't heard of Pal World.
Spin-off of like Pokemon stuff.
It looks like Pokemon with guns.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to play that. It looks
Yes,
so
I
funny.
wanna
And I've
play
never
that
played
too.
Pokemon in my life.
Okay, sign me up. That sounds awesome. Regarding Ubisoft, man, I haven't really played anything Ubisoft in a long time. Kind of over it with them.
Well, we're going to get into Ubisoft today. That's going to be a big part of today's show for sure. We're going to be talking Ubisoft. We got Amouranth, of course. So we can't have a day without Amouranth stories, which is always great. Yesterday we talked about an AI video game controller. Today we're actually in the last 24 hours, things have stepped up to the next level, which is crazy. We also have an update on the Mortal Kombat 2 movie, which I'm very excited about. That should be really, really fun. And we got some. Oh, and I want to talk to y'all about this. About Disney.
He's really loving that.
This Disney story is crazy to me. Just absolutely balls crazy. I can't wait to share this with you guys. But first, Kratos El Greatos came in with a $69. Sorry, Blabs.
Ooh.
$69 direct donation. Says, I only $69 for Craig's MegaCon fund for Blabs so she can long for Matthew Lewis's bottom.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Oh, that's so nice. Kratos, thank you so much.
I want to see you drooling when you see him for his bottom.
I mean, he's married, so it's not like I'm drooling, really. It's like,
It's okay.
I mean, there's a lot of girls who would drool, even if they were married. Look at it, right there.
Look at it.
Oh, we're gonna fill this wall today.
He might have to stand.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm worried about the sign.
The restroom sign?
My
was
restroom sign over there? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Let's go fill that wall today. It's going to be great. Hey, look at this. Vox, CR Vox came in with 20 gifted memberships.
Dang.
Hell yes. Wow.
Yay.
My God, guys, popping off today.
Love it.
That's outstanding. Going on the
Do
wall
you guys
too.
have
Let's
a
go.
special name for members?
Members.
I mean, we call them all G2s.
Hi, members.
Hi, members.
Our community is called the G2s. Yeah, G2 community.
G2s.
Yeah, because back in the day, I had a brand called Screw Attack. We called our community G1s, and this is now their G2s over here.
Second
So it's the
version.
second
Cool.
generation of it. That's right. Let's go, Vox. Thank you very much. Let's go. Blabs, keep reading off these super chats right here while I talk about how great Vox is.
Yeah. Alrighty, so Das Pooch for $5. The Brave browser, Chromium-based, has been 99% unaffected by the new YouTube AdBlock Shenanigans. A couple of blips, otherwise still fine. Just FYI. Huh. Does anyone here use Brave?
I know
No.
some people do, but I
Yeah.
don't.
I think Adam does occasionally.
Adam does, yeah.
Yeah.
XX Viper for $5. Craig Blabs, Melanie, X-Ray. What was the very first video game you all ever remember playing?
In television, something on the. It was in a television game. I don't remember. It was either that or Super Mario Brothers. Vividly.
I think
So-
the first one I remember was Mario Brothers on NES.
Yeah.
I think that's the first I remember.
I don't know.
I think Mario Brothers as well, but the one I like vividly remember is Mario Kart N64. But I also played Duck Hunt too, so I mean, Duck Hunt.
Oh, very cool.
Which system?
Duck
I
Hunt's
can't
great.
remember. I think I remember playing ping ball and solitaire on like Windows XP before any other video games. But it had to have been like either Harry Potter or like Zoo Tycoon or something. Yeah.
It's interesting to hear the different eras of like I'm like in television, Nintendo, and actually like Nintendo 64, and Blabs is like, what's a video game?
Hey, PC. I've been playing PC since like the dawn of time.
Flash, my
Hiya,
boy,
Flash.
coming in with the 2 says for Blabs' ticket. Let's go.
There we go. All
I
right.
love that.
Oh, look at this. Blabs the Tower Tart came in.
Yay! All
And
right.
here,
Hello,
here
me.
she is.
Blob's the Tower Tart for $2. Hi, F Slur Lady. Hi, Wizard Man Slave.
That's Blabs' new character, the Tower Tart. So,
I met her last week on Saturday. That was very
Yeah, Tower Tart
Enlightening.
popped on Wicked's channel.
well, that's good. That's good.
Hilarious.
Blake says UHF is way better than Harry Potter. This was a very big point of contention on my X feed this past week. Just a point of reference. I'm sure Melanie, X-Ray, y'all have no idea what UHF is. Do you have any idea
I
what
don't
the film?
know.
No. So there was a film in 1989, maybe 88, that was done by Weird Al Yankovic called UHF. It was his only starring role in movies, pretty much his entire career, and it was right as when he was like at his height. And the whole movie was a parody, just like his music was parody. The movie was a parody of other movies, and it was about him owning like a TV station, and it was like really, really fun. I loved that movie growing up. So this weekend, oddly enough, UHF was on TV, and we were watching UHF, and during a commercial, we went back to the channel guide and saw that Harry Potter was on TV. So my wife is a huge Harry Potter fan. She loves Harry Potter, just like you, Blabs. And my daughters, while watching Harry Potter, my youngest daughter goes, "Can we go back to UHF?" And I looked over at my wife, and it was like, oh, like you could just see her heart slowly breaking. So, yeah, it was great. So my daughters prefer Weird Al Yankovic UHF over Harry Potter.
Well, wait until
I
their
see.
mind is blown, but the actor who played Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter, he did a movie of Weird Al as he played Weird Al. So
This is true.
have your wife watch that and it'll be
Wow.
okay. Full circle.
Which, by the way, that movie, like the first 30 minutes are really good, and the last 2/3 of it are not.
Really? I heard it was really fun.
The
That's a
UHF
shame.
the UHF. I'm sorry, not
Oh.
the UHF. The Weird Al,
With
the Weird
Dan?
Al documentary, whatever. Yeah, it was okay. It was fine.
Aw, man.
Yeah. Nikki wants to know, where is Standing Craig? Standing Craig has been sitting this past week, but you know what? Tomorrow you will get Standing Craig, Nikki. Thank
He
you
needs
very
those
much.
squishy shoes.
I have the squishy shoes. Psycho Mongoose gifted a membership. Thank you so much, you crazy mongoose. Appreciate that. John China says, shout out to my homeboy Jesus.
China.
Yay! Oh my god.
It's John China. Let's go. Brr, 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 brr.
Hong Kong's not real.
Extra Zero says, I think Game Pass has been conditioning gamers into not owning games, and I think it's a net negative for gaming. And the likes of Ubisoft want in. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that for
Good
sure today.
point.
Yes. Tricky gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Thank you so much, Tricky. Greatly appreciate that. If y'all got gifted a membership from Tricky or from Vox, make sure y'all say thank you first and foremost, and consider paying it forward. Greatly appreciate that. That's beyond generous. And Rod Hernandez says, here's my part so she can go to, for Blast, so she can go to the con. Also, here's a recommendation for 2 Metroidvanias that I believe are hidden gems: The Mummy Demastered and Record of Lotus War Deedlit? Huh.
Diddly dee potatoes.
Oh.
And
Okay,
Wonder
okay.
Lambert. I don't. Labs, will you make a note of those so I can go look at those, please?
Okay, don't remove that super chat.
Okay, well, it's in the back end. It's in the back end. That's awesome. Well, and Blabs, not to be outdone, but Big Top came in with a $100 direct donation. Big Top.
Wow.
Thank you so much. That is beyond generous. It's time for Blabs to sing Let's Go with the song request. It says song request for Scarfoot. Sorry, I meant Blabs.
What?
Can we get the Barney song in her towered tard voice?
Oh shit.
Amazing.
Oh, no. This is gonna be perfect. Clippable. We should make her big for this.
We do every time. Absolutely. Blabs, you know the Barney song, don't you?
Yeah, but I gotta pull it up.
Oh, you don't need to pull it up. That's
I
amazing.
totally
You
do.
love
I
me,
didn't
we're a
really
happy
watch
family.
Barney when I was a kid. My mom didn't like it. She thought it was weird.
I mean,
Pretty based.
it is pretty weird if you think about it.
It is.
A grown man in a purple dinosaur costume around children.
When I was a kid, it was like the
Teletubbies.
edgy thing to do to hate Barney and to wish him dead. And so we would just be like, I hate you, you hate me. I can't remember the version of it. It involved Barney being murdered. Like that was the edgy kid thing to do.
I
This is true.
remember that.
This is true.
Memories unlocked.
Yeah, and I even saw this like obviously it isn't official merch, but I saw at like I think it was a pawn shop or something. There was this Barney figure of Barney laying in a coffin and like a knife in him. I was a kid when I saw it. I was like,
That's so
that's
dark.
awesome.
That is vicious. I love it.
Oh boy! So I pulled up the. There's actually a "I Hate You, Barney" full song on YouTube, which I was going to try to screen it real quick, but chances are it probably says some things that we probably shouldn't be saying.
Probably.
But you know who is going to be saying things that should be said? Blabs singing the Barney song in the tard voice. Here's Blabs.
All right. I love you. You love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
Amazing.
That was
Thank you very
amazing.
much.
Bravo.
Thank you
Hey.
very much.
Great stuff. Great stuff right there. How fun was that?
Did
Thanks,
actually
Big
just
Top.
elevate? Did she
Yes.
just level up? Okay.
She levitated for that.
I was like, Melanie's making me feel bad, so I'm gonna stand too.
Oh, yay.
Oh, my God.
Standing crew.
Yes.
I just want to say, X-Ray, your face has already been memed, and it's pretty glorious. So.
Which one is it? The
Yeah, that it's glorious.
I mean,
we'll see it
expected
later.
that. You know what? Mark really did one on me, and I actually allowed him. He asked, "Should I? I don't want to embarrass you." I'm like, "Do it, do it."
Should I raise my? Should I go standing, Craig? Should I do it?
Oh.
I stand
Do
for
it,
no one.
do it. Standing,
Oh.
standing. There we go.
Oh my god!
You can't see him, but he's standing right now.
No, I'm not. I'm not standing there. It's still going up. It's so much to adjust. It's a pain in the ass. All right,
Oh,
hold
then
on.
just sit. It's fine.
No.
You know what? This is Netflix, Craig, all over again.
It is.
We're moving. Hold on.
Oh my god!
Listen, I need a lot of Netflix Craigs in the chat, please. Thank you.
like the Instagram post.
I
Blackout
know. Yeah, that super
In
virtuous
solidarity.
Instagram post.
Oh, it was everywhere. Anyway.
There we go.
It's like a
we're on
riser
the wall
just
now.
leaving. Look at that. Look how much wall space you have again. Ta-da.
Yeah.
Wow. This is amazing. This is just like watching
We
Craig
get
in
to
real
see
time.
what happens.
I feel like we need a Tower Craig tard too.
Yeah.
Yay!
Welcome to the crew.
You smiling niggas.
Here's standing, Craig. Standing, Craig, and then there's leaning, Craig. But we'll do standing, Craig. It needs to go up more. Hold on.
That's what she said.
Anyway, oh my god. Ugh. All right, moving on. What was that laugh? You know what? I have a little story to tell before we get going, guys. Okay, actually, a girl literally snorted into the mic before we went live. Before Melanie showed up, she was like, and you know why? Because she choked on air fixing her shirt.
I was adjusting my shirt. I breathed in, and then a little spit got in the back of my throat with the air, and then I'm like,
I hate when that happens.
Melanie, like, I totally relate, man.
I got you. I get it. I get it.
All right. Okay, are we ready to go? Are we ready to move on? I think
Yeah.
no.
so. Okay.
Now there's more wall space. Look at that.
There is
Perfect.
more wall space. Look at that. That's great.
Poor
We gotta
CEO is
fill it
falling
up,
down
guys.
over there.
The CEO was put there on purpose like that yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a horrible situation. It was crazy. It was tough. So he got a crooked wall. J Bell Rock came in with the Prime sub over on Twitch, which is great. John Kanji also came in with the Prime. Says here's for Blaz McDonald's value meal. This one's on me. John, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thanks.
That's great. Shane came in with 5 gifted memberships. Let's go. Thank you very much, Shane. Really appreciate that. If you guys got a gifted membership, make sure you say thanks. Big Raj had a super sticker. Thank you very much with that wonderful super sticker. Ashley says, I hate Barney. Got Matt.
The hate Barney made the actor want to end self. I didn't know it was that bad.
Wow.
I do know Barney got
Molly,
like
you're
ton
part of
of
the
hate,
problem.
and I was part of the problem. You know,
It
And
started from a young age.
It did. It really did.
Humble Dirt Merchant says, now do squatting, Craig. No, I will not do squats.
Craig's like, I got bad knees.
For every so many.
For every sub, you got to do a squat.
Yep. There
Okay.
we go.
All right. You know what? I'll tell you what. This is what I'll do. Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
From here on out, for the rest of the show, I'll do a squat for every membership.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
Craig is now
All
an e-thought.
That's right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put your name on my chest.
I feel
It's
like
gonna
you
be
need
great.
fake titties now, okay?
Extra Zero says, in the 90s, my grandmother bought my sister a Barney Easter basket at a craft fair. The tail was in an odd spot pointing up, and we legit lolled at it. There we go. Thank you, sir.
Wow.
All right, I'm ready.
And Blabs the Tower Tard said, oh, go ahead.
Blob's the tower tart for $2. No room in tower for crack. I like pickles, yay.
Yay. Lock it in.
James, hey, I'll tell you what,
Lock it in.
I'm gonna count them out. I'm gonna start keeping track right
All
here.
right, I'm just
'cause-
going to do one for you.
Oh, look at that.
There we go.
Let's go. We're doing group squats?
Work out, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, all right, let's do the chair then.
What is this? What happened?
I love how you turned him into an actual e-thought now.
Amazing.
Craig. That's E-Craig. He just disappears off camera, too.
Yep. Oh, look at that. And Nikki came in with 10 gifted memberships. Let's go. Love that.
Yay.
Will we get to news today? That is the question. Will we get to news? Probably not.
Okay, you know what? Let's get to one piece of news because I know I have a shorter time. So
Okay, yes, that's true. We should,
Okay.
absolutely. Peach Tea came in and says, headline, Chicago area Tesla charging stations lined with dead cars and freezing cold. Wow, a bunch of dead robots out there. They think they're dunking on Elon, but really they're dunking on EVs. Wow.
Ooh.
That's crazy. All right, Nikki, we'll do the squats after the story, after we get to hard news here in a second. I do see your Rumble rants. Thank you guys very much. But let's get into it. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for hard news. All right, let's start off the day, ladies, by going to our favorite e-thought on the internet. She's a rich bitch. Her name is Amouranth, and
Amouranth.
she has a message. She's going to get on her moral high horse, ladies. And after making $50 million over the last 4 years on OnlyFans, she has a message for each and every one of you. That message: don't do OnlyFans. Y'all's thoughts on this? She says don't do it. It's not good for you. It only works if you're an established creator.
I mean, she's right. There's a ton of these girls who are, there's someone who, I saw this one girl who said she was in like the top 50% of OnlyFans and she only made like $100. So like
Wow.
so many of these girls are doing this thinking they're going to get rich. First of all, there shouldn't be a price on you like that. You shouldn't be selling your body for any amount of money, but the fact that they're doing this for this low makes it all the worse because it's going to affect their lives negatively in the workforce, in dating, in relationships, not to mention their families, putting shame on their families. So yeah, it's pretty terrible. So Amaranth, what she's saying is true, but I mean, she does it. Some can see it as hypocritical or whatever, but she isn't lying. They shouldn't be doing it.
You're muted, Craig.
I'm
I
just
was
sitting
gonna
here.
say,
I'm just thinking about things. Go ahead, X-Ray.
Oh, I totally agree with that because if you don't have a following, how are people supposed to find you? I'm so sorry.
Oh, puppies.
I might have to go check on the door. I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. Breaking news: Dogs Lives Matter. Blabs, your thoughts on this?
I mean, I think it's very hypocritical of her to say so, and I agree with Mel that you shouldn't really sell your body for money. However, we did talk about this last week with Adam, and I think everyone has a price, like $50 million. Adam was like, I'd be a whore. And you gotta think about it, like, really, if someone's offering you $50 million just to, like, walk around in a bikini, would you do it?
Well,
I mean, it's not showing your boobs and all that. I mean, that's
Okay.
still OnlyFans.
Now hold on. Let's take a step back. She's not making $50 million for wearing a bikini.
That's
She's
true.
making $50 million for doing much more and offering up an AI version of
Butthole
herself.
photos and stuff, yeah.
Straight up. And this AI version of herself, which is modeled after her, is doing considerably worse than that, right? So, but I do think, oh, look at that puppy dog. I do think that there's obviously immense hypocrisy here. And also, is she protecting the market? Is she going out and saying, look, I'm here. I don't come into this space. I'm the one making all the money.
Like competition.
I don't think she's necessarily saying that because it is a truth. Like if you go into it without a following, you're not going to make money. You have to kind of have a following. Otherwise, how are people going to find you? Do you like search something random? I don't know how OnlyFans works in that sense. And
Well, and the thing is she already has so much money. She can make more money with the money she already has. She doesn't even need OnlyFans anymore, and she doesn't even need to sell her body anymore. So I don't know why she's still doing it for one. But yeah, I don't think it's so much to get the market. Like, oh, let's not have as much of a market anymore. I don't think she feels threatened. I think it's just genuinely. I mean, that's the thing is I don't think that she could feel truly gratified in that. I'm sure she feels shame and humiliation and all that kind of stuff as anybody would doing that stuff, but she's so far gone in that.
I don't think she feels shame anymore. I think
I think when she gets that money, she stops feeling that shame.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Also,
but-
why didn't she just go and retire? She's got $50 million. You could literally just disappear off the face of the earth with that.
I
and you
think
never
that's
have to work
gross.
ever
I
again.
wonder that too. I don't know why she hasn't
She
retired
wants the
by now.
attention. She loves it. So that it's funny how she's saying, "Oh, don't do it," but she clearly loves it. She doesn't need to work ever again for the rest of her life. So
If she's smart with her money, who knows
yeah,
if she is
sure.
or not.
Maybe she gambles, buys a million different trucks or something. Who knows?
Well, included in this is they talk about the filter, obviously, or the funnel of Twitch is the funnel to showcase to your audience and then filter them into being a paid audience with OnlyFans, right? It's like, she's almost naked on Twitch, but if you want to see the whole thing, come on over to my pay-per-view, right? But she talks about in this article all the tricks used that are she actually says tricks to lure the customers in. And she doesn't go into any of the actual tricks. She just talks about how there are tricks. And really, I think what it comes down to is she has tits, right? And she's able to lure people in that way. Or, hey, maybe I can, you may be able to see them if you pay my subscription fee of $99 a month, whatever it may be. So it's also like really sleazy when you think about it. Not only the idea of taking off the clothes is sleazy, but the sleazy practice of bringing them in with like literally tricking your audience. Those are her words, not mine. I don't know. It just seems like an environment that breeds distrust.
Yeah, I don't know. At the end of the day, I hope she does. I still, and I don't know, maybe I'm being the fool here, but I always have a little bit of hope that one day she'll wake up and turn away from this and do better. I want better for her, and I want her to be able to get out of this, and I want her to be able to tell others, hey, don't fall into this degeneracy. But maybe she never will. Who knows? But I hope that she does.
It's tough. It's crazy to see, and it's one of those things where I mentioned this the other day on the show, and Mel, I don't know if you were on the show when we talked about this, but let's just say hypothetically, you generate $50 million this way. That's generational wealth, right? You are wealthy beyond belief. You have children, and they have children, right? At some point, you got to have that conversation with your grandkids of how grandma got so rich.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How did grandma get so rich? Well, I took off my clothes and show people my butthole. And if you want to find those pictures, they can find them on the internet.
Easily Googleable too, like her with that. Everything she's done, like she's in the news every few months or so. I just remember that horse one. Ugh.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
I don't think she can have kids, though. Is that correct? Didn't she have reproductive health issues?
Wasn't it early onset menopause?
Do you know X-ray? Because I know
No
you're
idea.
you're Asian. And any medical advice, I'm just gonna ask you.
Oh, I thought it was 'cause she knew
You're
everything.
smart. You got to be.
I don't know about Amaranth's reproductive organs.
You're probably also really good at math. Are you good at math?
Obviously. God,
Can you make some
right, why
sweet
would you
Chinese
ask?
lo mein? Like, I just.
But I know she did say that there was something wrong with her eggs and all that.
Yes.
So
she
she's
has
not
late stage ovarian failure
right.
as of June 2023.
Right. I do remember that. So thankfully there won't be kids in the picture who will have to see their mom like that in this
least
kind of
biological.
situation. Right, exactly. But at the end of the day, this kind of thing is while you're not necessarily actually selling your soul, just proverbially you are, and that's gonna follow her forever. And like I said, I just hope that she can get out of it one of these days and become better.
It's crazy. Matthew came into the 499 says, "Did you see that the ladies like Amouranth are getting denied visas to the U.S. because the U.S. considers them prostitutes?"
Good.
Where is she
And
from,
that's
then.
is she
ladies
in
like
the U.S. or is she
Amouranth
in like?
as
Oh,
in
okay.
Oh,
other
I was gonna say because I
ethos.
thought she was in the U.S. But yeah, this is the thing in this, and I think there's a balance to be had here with certain things, because while I would like to hope that people can redeem themselves when they do things like that, at the same time we do need to bring a level of shame back as well. And whenever you do, then this stuff isn't as widespread. I mean, just in the past, like recent times, what we've seen with gaming streamers, that kind of stuff was shamed. If you were going to be like an e-ho, you were going to be shamed for it. And so all the girls were on there playing video games and actually trying to get good at these games and staying covered up, because even if you just showed a little bit of cleavage, it was like, oh, are you just being a hoe? You're just trying to get views for your tits and all this stuff. And because people were shaming that, it wasn't happening. And so slowly but surely, all society just started this: stop kink shaming, stop shaming people, let people do what they want, all of that. And then now we've got girls that are turning 18 years old and opening OnlyFans right away. Degeneracy is widespread. You see this in a number of things, even that is just bad for society. Same thing with being fat, used to, it was a shameful thing to be fat. And so for that reason, I mean, society wasn't nearly as fat as they are now. And now it's just like unhealthy food. The whole treat yourself mentality is being glorified constantly, which everybody deserves a treat here and there, but it's not a treat if it's every single day and you're feeding yourself into morbid obesity and to where airlines have to give you a free flight and kick someone else off to accommodate you. So shame does need to come back. We need to shame degeneracy, and we need to let people know that there's a way out of it.
It's crazy. A feline named Vijay says, for Blab's simp journey, that's not a want in her pocket.
I think it's supposed to be wand.
Want? Oh, that's not a wand in her pocket. Mr. Perfect says, 50 million. I do it for $50. There you go, Mr. Perfect.
Wow.
Good luck with that. Peachtree says, lady, any advice for women in their 30s who want kids but jaded by the dating market? Don't want to give up and be a single mom, but it's hard out there.
Aw.
I've never. I don't have kids, so I can't relate to that in
Right.
that situation. But
Can I give some advice, Peachtree?
Please, yeah, you're the one with the credentials here.
My advice is if you're going to meet somebody, meet them in person. Don't use a dating app, right? But also know what you're up against. Most people in their 30s at this point have found some sort of partner, right? You're probably going to need to deal with, there's going to be some strings attached to something that is done, whether it's, or some circumstances, whether they have a kid, like, you said you're a single mom. But I would say just be patient and don't be in a rush. You'll find the right person at the right, ultimately, if they're out there. Yeah. But I would definitely start from a physical aspect of it. Don't do it at bars. I'll tell you that right now. Don't go to bars. Right?
You know what? You should come to like meetups, and then if you really like this nerd culture, and then that way you kind of have something in common with the people there already. Or, I think that would be. And plus, there's more men in this world that I've seen than women, so
yeah.
You got something working for you here.
You have a lot working for you for sure, and I think that's actually really, really great. X-Ray, the idea of if you want to be in this space, like if you are passionate about games, entertainment, pop culture, etc., go to places where that is, and I think that's actually a great place to stop. And let me just say this: the men will be more than receptive to the idea of a woman approaching them and saying hello, because here's the secret: most guys are giant pussies.
Well, no, it's true, and they're scared of #MeToo, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
you need to sometimes, take that first step, and then they know for sure you're at least interested.
Yep, it's very, very true. Very, very true. Steven came in and says, physical media is still very much alive. All the stores that said they were 86 in physical media didn't. Secondhand shops still exist, and Amazon and eBay are still a thing. Spit out the doomer, Kool-Aid Craig, and wake up. So I will agree with you in a lot of what you just said, right? And we're gonna get into physical media in just a second here. But let me just say this. All these games that are being made today, there are no physical copies of them. There's no physical copy of Apex Legends. There's no physical copy of, just go down the list. These are games that are being developed and released specifically as digital games. So you will never own a physical copy of them, ever. Things that physically existed before, sure, but moving forward, there's definitely a line in the sand where these games and this entertainment is being released only on digital platforms, right? Even if you wanted to go pick up your latest Disney Plus show, right? Chances are, can you buy a copy of Luca? Right? I don't know. I don't know if you can buy a physical copy of Luca. Did y'all see Luca on Disney Plus?
I love Luca, and yes, you can have a physical copy. I own one.
But so that's just it. Like, they're making digital first, and physical is a very distant second because there's cost associated with those things. But by the way, Luca, most underrated Disney movie in the last decade.
My mom loves it because it's very Italian. However, I just want to point out Apex Legends does exist on Xbox and PS4. However, you cannot buy it for PC. So if you're a PC gamer, you gotta luck.
But regardless if my examples are poor, the point remains the same, right?
100%.
So, but thank you, Stephen. Appreciate that. Max says, Craig, do a burpee for every $1 donations. Love to see side scrollers with you
You'll
ladies.
Be fit if you do.
Yeah, my goodness.
Blabs, have my shekels and upgrade to first class. Thanks, Max. Appreciate that. Oh my gosh, we're gonna see if we can get Blabs there. It'll be great. Dan says you should watch the news report clip about the hatred of Barney. I don't remember the name of it. It's hilarious. I never liked Barney when I was a kid. Yeah, it seems to be a common theme for sure. Jedi Crack Smoke says this is a video game and culture podcast, and the only way to do true squats. Do squats is in the true Final Fantasy VII soldier form. Google if you're unsure about this. Melanie, bring back your
Asian
natural
to do
hair.
It like that too. See my dad do it, okay?
Love it. Jonathan came in with the 20. Says everything about what Amouranth does is all rooted in instant gratification. Instant gratification has royally butchered this generation, and it has stunted a lot of people's ability to do real connective relationships. Jonathan, thank you very much. I think you nailed it, personally.
That's true. Absolutely.
Yeah. Humble Dirt Merchant says, do the visa denials to OnlyFans models mean hookers have protectionist trade embargoes? These are wonderful questions.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah, I don't understand.
I'm Canadian.
And
That's her
worthy
excuse.
the worthy one says, girls with OnlyFans are very similar to trashy local rappers on the street trying to sell you their mixtapes. But both think they're going to be the next big thing. Oh, that's funny.
That's true. But I mean, you just see so many guys, for example, saying, hey, if I was getting that much money, I'd be doing it too. So it just shows that, well, why don't guys do it? There's shame associated with it. Would these guys be able to get dates? Would they be able to get girlfriends or wives or anything like that? No. They wouldn't. And they would be made fun of into oblivion. Just imagine your best dude friend getting on there in a tiny little like underwear thing, and he would be so shamed. It would be hilarious, and that's why they don't do it. So if we bring back shame with everybody doing it, then hey, then girls aren't going to be doing it either.
God, shame is awesome. God, shame is awesome.
It is needed.
Ridiculous.
Bring back bullying.
Hey, let's get that trending on Twitter. Hashtag bring back bullying for sure.
I mean, Twitter already has that.
Yeah, the wrong
It's
kind.
just coming from a different sign.
True. Twitter has cry bullying.
Yeah.
Like, Twitter has like, okay, I'm going to tell you exactly how you need to think, but if you have your own opinion that I disagree with, I'm going to play victim and cry about it until people bully you.
Well, I just tweeted it out in the Side Scrollers account. We'll see what happens.
Oh no!
I'm sure all those who really love our show will really embrace that. It'll be good.
Love it.
Hey, speaking of embracing things, Kratos El Greatos came in with a $100 direct donation. Says, "Don't worry, Blabs, I won't make you sing more than a chorus. Here's the Blabs singing her way to MegaCon. Manifest your dreams by singing the chorus of Leaving on a Jet Plane in an X-Ray Girl accent. Hell, X-Ray Girl, you're the best."
Oh no!
What is that supposed to mean? I don't even know what that means. Kratos is crazy.
Like a Canadian.
Yeah, like a Canadian, yeah. You know.
There we go.
People think I'm Canadian all the time, so I'll just, I guess, do my normal accent. What do you want me to do? Change my R's and L's and everything or something?
Well, that's racist. Why would you do that? Come on, Blast. Oh my gosh. And I have 17 squats I need to do. 10 from Nikki, 5 from Adam, 1 from Shane, and 1 from Mutant Son. Guys, thank you so much. If you got gifted a membership, make sure you say thanks. It's time to do some squats. Well, Blabs, are you ready to sing the song?
Raving on
Yes, I'm leaving on a jet plane.
Blabs, are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you know it?
I do know this one. This is
Okay.
by, I mean, I thought Peter, Paul, and Mary sang it, but apparently John Denver actually did it too. So there's.
Well, here is Blabs singing Leaving on a Jet Plane with an X-Ray Girl accent, brought to you by Kratos El Greatos.
Yeah. So here we go. I'm just gonna do like one little chorus.
Yeah, that's the point.
But I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. I don't know what this is. I don't know. I don't know what accent that was, but ta-da!
That was
like 2 lines, Blabs.
But that was the whole ending of the chorus. That's like the best part. Everyone knows that part.
okay.
That
That was
fine.
that was Tarred Blabs attempting to do X-Ray Girl
Yeah, there you
accent. That's what it was.
We got lots of
much sense
accents
now.
in one.
Let me get my squats in real quick. Blabs, how about this? You lead us through this next story, okay?
All right.
Here we
What
go.
are we talking about next? Do you want to talk about Ubisoft?
Yeah, let's go. Here we go.
Okay.
I'll do squats. Here we go.
All right, so Ubisoft execs say gamers need to get comfortable not owning their games for subscriptions to take off.
Oh.
I can't even scroll, so thanks, Craig.
All right. I mean, Ubisoft, they've I mean, a lot of gamers already have a beef with Ubisoft for, first of all, I mean, let's talk about quality, broken games, this, that, and the other. The DRM stuff they tried to put on their games, they have not been looking out at the best interest for the actual consumer of their content. So for them to be all aboard on this and, hey, get used to not owning games, if I were to picture anyone doing this, it would be Ubisoft or EA.
Well, and the other thing that bothers me about when you don't own a game, an actual physical copy, is they can go in later and change a game completely from the original content. Kind of like our movies, right? And then
TV shows,
you don't have the same product.
Oh, that's like what the Skullgirls game did. Whenever they were like, oh, let's go ahead and censor all the outfits and some of the lines in the game. This is a game that people already owned. And they just, without warning, changed a ton of stuff in it. That's not the product that people bought.
This goes back to, you may be asking yourself, who said this over at Ubisoft? And this came from Philippe Tremblay. Who is the director of subscriptions at Ubisoft, which makes total sense because you would think that the guy who is selling you nothing wants you to buy more of it, right? So it's really kind of crazy, and it goes back to the in the thumbnail it says you will own nothing, and we continuously hear this over and over again. You will own nothing, and you will be happy, and these companies are hopping on board with it now, and I mean, it makes sense from a company perspective. Once again, you're selling a digital item. You don't have to worry about. Sorry, I'm.
Yeah, I see that. You're dying. Have some water, bro.
So 17 squats. It was a lot. But it was it makes sense from a company perspective. You don't have to package anything up. You don't have to worry about what a box art looks like. You don't have to worry about making any sort of insert for manual or anything like that. But it doesn't make sense from a consumer perspective. And I think now you're going to see what brands are truly consumer focused and focused on the best product itself for the people who are buying it. I don't know. We've talked about this many times. I thought Super Mario Wonder may have been the last time I go into a GameStop and actually buy a game, which is crazy to think about. I will certainly embrace physical media more than digital media, but I don't know if it's possible to beat it, because
right. Because that's the thing is even when you're buying the physical media, you still have to go online and patch it up and all this stuff to even play it most of the time. So it's like, as much as I prefer physical media these days now used to, it was like, oh yeah, digital, this is easy and stuff. But then I started playing my retro games more and stuff, and it's like, okay, these physical copies are actually very valuable, and it made me start buying my current games physically as well when possible. But again, we're still limited with that because of how they have to patch things, or you have to be online to play certain things. And yeah, it's a big problem.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that, because a lot of companies are lazy now where they put unfinished games on platforms, which is not fair, because if you were to do the digital copy, it actually has to be finished pre-production to put it on those CDs. So if they're day before still fixing it, that's a huge problem.
Yeah, and then you have to put them in, then they have to update, and you have to connect to the internet and everything. And what if they're like a single-player game? You don't need the internet, you just want to play the game. You have to be connected, or else you're screwed. You can't play the game because it doesn't work.
Absolutely. And I do have to go, but this was really fun. I'm sorry we had to cut it short. I will be back for the full episode next time. It just, the scheduling got changed. I switched my weeks with the BBC.
It's all good.
Hey, and what does BBC mean, Blabs?
Big Black.
Thanks, X-Ray. Appreciate you popping in.
Begging, boarding, and chatting. Luckily enough for you.
Hey, X-Ray, thank you very much. Let everybody know where they can find you really quick.
X-Ray Girl everywhere.
Sounds good. Awesome.
Bye, guys.
X-Ray, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
That's awesome. There's X-Ray. You can find her everywhere else, which is great. Love having her come on, even if it's just for a little bit of time. Continuing this conversation about this, is there any physical games or physical media that you have that has been changed, Jamel, that you own at any point? There's been an update to it, or Blabs? What about you? Have they done any changes to Harry Potter?
The last, the Harry Potter had to buy on PC because they didn't make it for Xbox One until 7-8 months later.
What about the movies though?
I have everything. DVD, Blu-ray, everything already, so... But they've not altered it. The only thing they've done is thrown in deleted scenes. But for the last game I actually bought was Lego Star Wars in 2022. And I know they've updated that game since, put some patches in, lots of DLCs. So for that game, even if it's a Lego game, you still have to connect to the internet, which is kind of dumb.
Yeah, that seems kind of silly. But chat, is there any games or media that you own that has been updated? Maybe for modern audiences, perhaps, that has been altered in any way, shape, or form since you originally purchased it.
For me, just Skullgirls, and I got that on Steam. So, which I don't know, maybe I didn't get it. I think I may have prevented it from patching in time because I did know a little bit, maybe in time. I haven't checked since, so I'll have to check on that.
The Skullgirls thing is really fascinating because they, in particular, it was something about the original creator of Skullgirls, and he's no longer associated with it.
Right. Yeah. So he's no longer a part of it. It's like a new team and everything are now running Skullgirls. They're just a lot more woke and all that at that company. And so instead of just letting the past be the past and only focusing on future properties, they were like, oh, okay, we don't like these outfits that the characters are wearing. So we're going to change all their outfits. And we're also going to change all the dialogue because some of the dialogue they thought was racist. So yeah, jokes, no fun allowed, no jokes allowed, no fun outfits allowed. And they just changed a lot of things.
Right. What's interesting is that the same day that Ubisoft, this news article is getting out there, IGN posted an article about how we need physical media more than ever. It was very, very ironic that this would come out on the exact same day. Almost like, is there a push for this somehow, or is this just a coincidence?
And you gotta remember that IGN really does simp for a lot of people, so I thought it was very ironic that they would go against what Ubisoft.
Yeah, that is
like,
shocking.
Whoa, simps have changed.
Simps have changed.
Yeah, and they're in that article they're talking about James Bond and all these other things. How you have to preserve your physical media, and people are gonna start collecting it more. And I think people are gonna start collecting more just because it changes everything, and you get to have it forever.
Right.
Yeah, I do think that there have been there's been a shift for sure in media over the last couple of years in particular, mainly since 2020. I would say after COVID, after the lockdowns, people really started appreciating the physical aspect of things a little bit more because we saw the big boom of digital because everyone's has to stay at their house and all that nonsense. But I think now more than ever, people are embracing physical things, and maybe it's just my generation, but the idea of those lockdowns, as ridiculous as they were, they really helped people realize what a good thing you have and the ability to go out, do things, and have experiences. And part of that experience is picking up a game, putting it in a console, and playing it, as opposed to just loading it up and letting it go. So, and maybe I'm wrong with that. I don't know. I'd love to hear the chat's thought on that. Did y'all get that sense after?
My thing too is just going back to retro games and stuff like that. That's really what made me understand the value of physical games, especially when it's just when you have them digitally on Steam or whatever, or online or whatever. Well, then you can even only play them there so long. Depending on your computer that you have, and if it's not compatible with this or that, you need to not only have old media, but you need to keep your old consoles, you need to keep your old computers, all that stuff if you want to play the stuff that was on it.
Short Fat Otaku came in with the 5, says self-plug time. We embrace that. Says that they did a 90-minute video on Skullgirls. The OG creator goes to court over it in February. He has chat logs of them conspiring to steal his company.
Oh.
Man, that's crazy.
Okay.
That is messy. Chris says Short Fat Otaku did a full breakdown of Skullgirls. TLDR, the woke brain rot took over a majority of his staff and turned them into a woke commune.
Great. That says
amazing.
work commune, by the way.
I said woke. Yes.
Work.
But that I know, but I'm gonna say woke.
Okay. I didn't know you could change words.
Mercenary says Mike Z, Skullgirls co-creator, did nothing wrong. He is autistic and his coworkers backstabbed him for both for money and for woke points. They abused him.
So they abused someone mentally not all the way there.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, they abused an autistic guy. How woke of them.
Wow.
It's crazy. The bullying, it's ridiculous. Elite Neo says, hey, Craig, next time you ask Blaz what BBC means, you need to have that one clip of Malik Obama queued up and ready to play at the right moment.
Dick.
There we go.
That's right. C-Man came in, says, doofus soft. Look, you tell him. You tell him. Ehef came in, says, the concept of you will own nothing and be happy should be met with pew-pews and guillotines. Hey, thank you very much, Ehef, and I don't disagree. Mercenary also says, only last finished game I got was Super Mario RPG. Good stuff. Many people say it's great. Bulk Squat Thrust says, if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing.
There we go. There we go.
Correct.
Psychotic Mongoose came back, says, Skullgirls game even changed the digital art book.
They did.
It's fucked up. This is so ridiculously dumb. A feline named JJ says ho embargo to protect our domestic hoe production.
Yeah.
That's right. And look at this, Flabs. This is exciting because Matthew came in with a $100 super chat. Read it off.
Matthew says, see now, this is why I have something to say. I personally don't believe in bullying, not one bit. It's a horrible thing to do to somebody. It's not what is necessary, is that you need to look inside yourself and say, are you happy with how you look?
I hear that, Matthew, and I appreciate it. Just sometimes it's really fun to bully. No,
Sometimes it's just great being an asshole.
Matthew, thank you.
I think there's a time and a place. I think it can work if people know there's a way out of it. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, are they going to bully someone for being fat? Yes, but there is a way out of being fat. They don't have to be fat. So if their own health isn't a good enough indicator or like a motivator, then bullying helps.
I got a new idea then. Bring back healthy and friendly interventions.
There we go.
Right.
I like it.
A really important thing, conversation, you know? Hey, man, like maybe not bully them, but hey, you ever think about not eating Kentucky Fried Chicken 4 days a week?
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, what about this grilled chicken or, whatever, right? Just having that conversation. And at the end of the day, that's what good friends do.
Yes.
Good friends are honest with each other. And that's what we've lost. We've lost this honesty with each other to where everyone's so scared. We're so scared to be canceled. We're so scared.
Yep.
Fuck that. Be honest with your friends. That's the best thing a friend can do. If you're truly a friend, love them, honor them, be honest with them. That's it.
That's part of loving them. Like, if your friend is going to get addicted to meth, aren't you going to say, dude, what are you doing? Stop doing that. Or I made this comparison in one of my videos once where it was like, if my brother started eating poop, like literally started eating poop, I would be like, bro, what are you doing? That's disgusting. Stop doing that. That's nasty. I'm not going to be like, oh, hey, I still love you, but can you please not eat that dookie wookie? It's just not very good for you. I mean, but if you want to, don't let me judge you or anything. But, it's like, come on.
That was an oddly specific comparison, but I'll allow
very,
it.
very odd.
Yeah, I will neither confirm nor deny if my brother eats poop, but
Confirmed. I will confirm it. There it is.
Diet.
Matthew came back, said, sorry for my spelling. I was using voice to text things on my phones. I just don't believe in bullying. It upsets me. Matthew, totally get it.
So good.
Start with conversation. That's the best way to go. Sal says, if there's no ownership, then piracy isn't theft. Yep. Mercenary says Ubisoft loves Macron and 1984. I remember this crap.
Macron, these nuts.
Zyxon Doppelgamer, Zlyson Doppelganger says, if I could make the kind of cash Amouranth does, I'd do it for a few years and retire. Shame be damned.
Yeah, honestly, something to think about.
Something to think about. Adam says, I guess they have to get comfortable with not being entitled to my money. I guess unemployment is Ubisoft's near the future. That's right. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. I like it. And Mercenary says, I back Skullgirls on Indiegogo.
Oh.
Yeah. Going deep on it right there. Max came in, says, EA, Microsoft, and Activision are cancers that are killing gaming. Not the only ones. SNES, Genesis era are the GOAT. I play retro and indie now. Well, I encourage you guys to find me over on the Side Scrollers Plays channel over there. I play a lot of the old stuff. I'm in the middle of playing Donkey Kong Country. I was at the very end, and I got reset yesterday, so I had to go back and start over. It was quite traumatic. Ridiculous. Speaking of playing retro games, Shiny King came in with a 5, says 007-373-5963 live with oven mitts win. I'll lead the push-up brigade. That's a deep cut right there. When I fought against Mike Tyson in person on the video game, not actually Mike Tyson.
I was going to say, whoa, you're still alive?
In Mike Tyson's Punch-Out in front of an audience of several hundred people, and I ended up beating it. It was great. It was awesome. Shadebone came in with the Prime sub. A Commercial Critic came in with the Prime sub. And Crypt of Terror 99 came in with the Prime sub. Guys, thank you very much for those Prime subs over at twitch.tv/stutteringcraig. Okay, let's take a look at this next article, Blabs. I'm going to let you lead this as I do 21 squats here, as Wait came in with 20 gifted memberships.
All right.
Woo!
And Surrounded by Idiots came in with one membership.
That's the greatest name ever.
Love it. 21 gifted memberships. If you guys got gifted membership, make sure you say thank you. Consider paying it forward and continue to grow the show. 21 gifted memberships as now we move to this. Do you want to do your own share?
I got
Okay,
it.
sounds good.
That way you can do your squats in peace.
21, here we go. I'm going to mute myself so you don't hear me
guys.
breathing all heavy.
So, yesterday we talked about the AI controller and how it was basically going to be reading your pattern of gameplay and adapting you and basically enhancing your ability. And the question was, will this lead to cheating and other, gray areas of gaming, like competitions? Will it be allowed? Microsoft just banned third-party controllers. Well, now they've also released an AI-powered gaming monitor, which is just mind-blowing if you think about it. So this was released in the last couple of days. Well, not released, but shown in the last few days. And it works by analyzing the on-screen mini-map to see where enemies are coming from, which is something that you can do with your own eyes. But having an AI assistant that watches the map for you and then puts on an icon on the screen to show where the threats are coming from is probably a huge help. So you gotta wonder if Nadia is gonna be like first in line to grab this. She'll be like, yay, cheating more. So Melanie, what are your thoughts on this?
This is an absolute nightmare, and this is gonna be a huge negative for gamers everywhere because there's already a struggle with cheat software that people are making, all the hacker software. It ruins the experience for a lot of people. It takes the competitive nature out of it when someone can just cheat. And goodness, I think that I don't know. I feel like the game companies themselves, like in this case, Riot Games, they're probably going to have to try to come up with something to circumvent this because that's going to make things bad for their game. Because if I'm going to be online playing a game and people are using monitors or controllers that are helping them cheat, I'm not going to be playing online games anymore. I'm just going to be playing offline games or competitive LAN. Yeah, exactly. So this is really going to hurt a lot of those online games.
So to continue, it says, like, if this is for League of Legends specifically, but it'll track your health status at the bottom of the bezel to match your in-game health bar. So that's weird, but they say, like, you can just, it's bananas, honestly, if you think about it. Because, like, how many times is this going to happen and someone's going to be like, oh, I can just cheat. And they'll be fine. I don't even understand how that's
fun for them. It's like you don't have anything else better to do with your life. Then how does that even feel like a victory? How does it feel gratifying? How is that even good? You're wasting your time.
This isn't going to be allowed in competitions at all because
But it doesn't matter. But that's the thing. when you're dealing with competitions, you're dealing with a very, very, very small percentage of people who are that good,
Sure.
right? What people will use this for is to grind. They'll use this on the grind to unlock certain levels, whatever it may be, right? Yeah, get a gun, get a skin, and but this goes back to like, so walk me through this, Blabs. How does the monitor help play the game again? What is the AI aspect of this?
So it reads like the mini map and it tells you where everything is.
Got
so
it.
it's analyzing like the AI, like the AI system watches the map for you and then puts icons on the screen to show where the threats are coming from. So it's like bonus, like extra time saying, hey, this is coming towards you, things like that.
Or like turn around type of thing. There's a guy behind you.
Yeah.
Right.
And this comes out in the spring apparently too. So
Wow.
real soon.
Wow. Yeah. It's pointed out in the chat. It's fun to do bad things. That's right, K1. You know exactly. And that's crazy. Man, analyzing the mini maps. You wonder if this is going to be stuck to just specific games. Will this be used in?
Yeah, so this is specifically League of Legends, but you could probably use it for other stuff. And then it continues here saying that you can allow the monitor to train and like recognize enemies on other on-screen features in any game you want.
Oh,
So that's a bit wild. You'll need your computer's processing power for the initial training. But then the monitor will do itself afterwards. So, like, the monitor trains itself. That's creepy.
I just don't understand why a company like MSI would unapologetically mention all this, because a lot of competitive gamers are going to lash out at MSI over this.
You think so?
Yeah, I know I would. Like, I'm not really into League anymore, but I used to really be into it. I would be like, what the crap, MSI? Like, seriously? I wouldn't. It would make me not want to. Even right now, I don't even play a League right now. I don't want to buy anything from MSI if they're literally producing stuff to help people cheat. Like, forget that. I would much rather stick with other companies.
Imagine this with the new control that we just discussed yesterday.
Right.
Unlimited power.
And that's the thing is, companies like MSI, they try to pride themselves as like, oh yeah, we provide esports pros and stuff like that with their gear, and if they want to be taken seriously, well, if they're putting out stuff that can help you cheat, then nobody's going to take your brand serious anymore.
I wonder if MSI, and I was just doing a quick Google on this, I don't know if they do or not, if the company MSI actually sponsors League of Legends in any way, shape, or form.
I don't know about League specifically, but I'm sure that at least some players they do, because I know like Asus, MSI, they're pretty big into these kind of spaces. So I do think this is a very odd decision for them to even be going in this
Maybe
direction.
it's under the table sponsor.
Yeah.
It's not public.
That's messy. It is messy for sure. That's crazy. And I don't see, if you call yourself a real gamer, which I hate that term, you're a real gamer, but if you are a gamer, right, and you do play video games, I don't see how, like, why do you play games? Do you play games to win? Do you play games to compete? Do you play games to meet friends? Do you play games to improve yourself? I don't see how using AI in this fashion could make you feel good about playing video games at all.
Most people feel good about when they get an achievement or when they unlock a new gun. You're like, yes, I grinded. I did all that sweaty gameplay, and now I finally have what I want. Whereas this, like, it takes away the joy and the fun of it. I don't know. It's not for me.
Takes away that joy, man. All right. Well, I'll tell you what.
He's so out of breath.
I'm good. I've recovered. I've recovered from my 21 squats. I'm good. My hip's a little tight, though. No, I'm just kidding.
He's not Shakira.
The hips do lie in my case. It's crazy. Let's move on to our next story. But before we do, I want to let you know that Angelina came in, says, what was your reaction to the Ahsoka series finale and the South Park Pandaverse? What a lovely shade of red hair she has. Look at that. Angelina, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I don't watch Ahsoka. I didn't watch it, but the Pandaverse was really funny. It's really funny. Yeah.
I saw bits and pieces of Ahsoka from the internet. It was shit. I'm not happy with what they've done, and now they're making into like a Mandalorian movie, and you can bet your butt that she'll be in there. And Ahsoka season 2 is also greenlit, so whoopee.
Oh.
Mel, did you see the Pandaverse? The South Park
I didn't watch the whole thing. The clips I saw of it were hilarious, though. And I do applaud South Park for getting on that. But I do think for as edgy as South Park is, they're a little too late, and they wait until it's a little safe to make something like that. After we've already had our necks on the chopping block, dealing with all the hate that comes with that, it's like, okay, now it's kind of safe to say all this. Now they do it.
Right.
I think they should have done it a lot sooner.
Once the tide starts to turn a little bit.
Yep.
Hey, Backyard TARDIS came in with a member for 19 months. Thank you so much, Backyard TARDIS. Says my daughter wanted to play ARMS, put it in the cart, and it said file corruption, so had to delete it, and it wouldn't let us play until we re-downloaded the updates.
Oh.
Wow, that's messed up. There's your digital media for you right there. Aaron came in and says the last Ubisoft game I actually wanted was Rayman Legends, and that was 10 years ago. Yeah, Rayman Legends was a really good platformer, by the way. A Mercenary says, New Skullgirls devs hates anyone that likes SGs. What is SGs? Do we know what that is?
Or I think, did you say SG's one? Or
Not SGZ. I don't know.
Is this just the ESG?
I guess he's saying everybody who likes the original Skullgirls. If that's the case, that makes a lot of sense, because a lot of us Tomb Raider fans feel the exact same way, that Crystal Dynamics do not like the fans who like original Tomb Raider. They like people who only like the stuff that they made. And there's definitely an issue with that among the fandom.
Mercedes says, had a bad experience with MSI. Why I got Asus, more reliable. Good stuff. Scotty C says, curious, what was everyone's favorite video game beating moment?
Oh.
Just the best victory in a video game. This is open up, obviously, to the chat as well. What's your best accomplishment in a video game? My favorite all time is probably beating Mike Tyson in front of 500 people in a giant ballroom and being lifted up on their shoulders, carried around. That was pretty spectacular. So
Castlevania, because everyone and their mother said I couldn't do it.
Oh, there we go. Ice Age is my favorite. Is expected from me, but beating Tomb Raider 1 for the first time with my brothers when we were young. And when you're a lot younger, those puzzles are a lot more difficult to figure out. So it took us like 10 months to beat Tomb Raider 1. So when we did, it was like, yay, this is amazing. We did it. It was really awesome.
Hey, John Malkovich came in and says, when I beat Mortal Kombat 1 for the Game Boy when I was 4, it was the first game I beat. Congratulations, John, when you were 4 years old, beating the Game Boy version of Mortal Kombat 1. Crazy. All right, speaking of Mortal Kombat, let's go to our next story here, friends. And by the way, Rumble, I do see your Rumble rats. I'll get to those in just a minute. Okay. So did anybody here see the Mortal Kombat 1 movie a couple of years ago, 2019?
I liked it. I know a lot of people didn't, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was campy. I thought it was it felt video gamey, and I enjoyed it.
I did too. Blabs, did you see the Mortal Kombat movie?
I'm not.
I thought it was a very, very good Mortal Kombat movie. And it's exciting because they're making Mortal Kombat 2. And I thought it was a really good reboot. Like, the 90s movies were great for what they were. They were like a product of the time when
I will stand by the original Mortal Kombat movie is the best video game movie ever made. I will say always stand by that.
Wow.
It is a masterpiece. I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
That's awesome. It is very video gamey, and I love that Goro looks ridiculous, and he's with a bodysuit on him and stuff. It's great. But
my dad pretending to be Goro while we were all staying at a hotel after we watched it. We almost got kicked out of a hotel for him being too loud, pretending to be Goro.
That's awesome. Well, Mortal Kombat 2 is coming soon, and there should be a trailer possibly by the end of the year, and they're in the middle of shooting it right now. But Carl Urban from The Boys, this is the second The Boys reference we've had in the last 2 days. He's going to be playing Johnny Cage. This is going to be Johnny Cage in the new movie, which is interesting.
Interesting.
I mean, he's a really great actor, so I feel like he'll probably nail it.
I don't really think he looks that much like Johnny Cage, though. I feel like Johnny Cage is a little prettier and a little less gruffy.
Are you saying
looking.
Carl Urban's not pretty?
Well, he's just a little more like gruffy. You know what I mean? But then again, I'm not seeing him like clean shaven and all this stuff. So
right.
We'll see.
Well, the director of the film, I believe he's the director, Todd Garner. Oh, he's the producer. He's been tweeting out little snippets from the set, and it's actually like it's just enough to kind of like get you going, like, all right, cool. But he has the Johnny Cage belt, which he, which is very Johnny Cage, just having his own name, which is very, very cool. The katana blade, which I think that looks pretty sweet, if you don't mind me saying. And then we have Shao Kahn's hammer, which is pretty spectacular. These things look really good. These are great physical props that are going to be in these movies. So I don't know. This does exactly what it's supposed to do. Right. Get me excited for the movie that's coming in a couple years or so. So I'm excited to see this. I don't know. Any thoughts on Mortal Kombat 2? I mean, if Mortal Kombat 1 in the 90s was the best video game movie ever, right? Yeah. What's number 2, Mel? I'm just curious.
So you know what? I haven't seen the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, so I can't speak on like any of that because I hear it's amazing. I hear that's one of the best. But just off the top of my head, I did like the first Tomb Raider movie. I don't think it was perfect. I think the first half of it was excellent, and then I feel like the ending was a bit anticlimactic, and it should have been more fantastical. But I think overall, compared to video game movies, the first Tomb Raider movie was really good.
Chat. Fire away, man. See the live action first live action Mario. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh no. I like to pretend like that didn't happen.
Not the Batman, Street Fighter, because the Bison's Tuesday speech, which by the way went totally over Blabs' head when Darkside Phil used that our post interview. Yeah. I was meaning to tell you about that.
The Street Fighter reference. I saw it in the chat. I was hounded. Oh, she doesn't know. I was like, oh.
What an idiot. It's okay. She wasn't born yet. It's like, that's crazy. But this was actually, Joey came in with a $20 super chat. Thank you very much, Joey. Greatly appreciate that. It says, I love the OG Mortal Kombat movie, but the 2021 version was really fun. What characters are you looking forward to seeing? Well, there's a full list of characters here on this as well. And some of the characters included in this will be Jade, which I don't think Jade was in the first one. Katana, Shao Kahn, King Jared, which that's a character that I'm not super familiar with. King Jared. I haven't played the latest Mortal Kombat, so I'm not quite sure. Quan Chi, maybe he's familiar. Baraka will be in it as well, and Sindel.
Okay.
Baraka's my homeboy, man. I love Baraka. I think he's a really cool character with those blades that pop out of his skin. Oh, it's great. So that's my answer.
I always like the just very popular legacy characters. Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and the lizard one. Was he just lizard? Reptile, that's it. I liked those three. They were always just iconic Mortal Kombat for me.
It's good stuff. I feel like we could do an entire video game movie podcast one day and just sit down and talk about specific. We could probably do an entire series about that, or that'd be really fun. There's a lot going on there. Hardy Boys and Phantom of the Film Actors Guild says, hey, Craig, as Melanie's internet dad, if I liberate... Wait, what? I don't even know what that word is.
Constantinople?
Okay.
Okay, for Christendom, can I have your blessing? That's right, boys. Let's normalize nightly quest again. What do you define liberate?
Let's be really clear here, Hardy Boys and.
Can we bring back the word quest though? Like, I'm on a quest to Walmart to get.
Yes, and they're like, what are you doing today? Oh, I've got a couple quests. I've got some daily. I've got to do my dailies today, like my daily quests.
Well, let me say this, Hardy Boys. You can only liberate people if they want to be liberated. And if you're going to go on any quest to get anybody, make sure they're open to the quest happening. We'll just leave it at that. Joey came in once again with the $20 super chat. Thank you very much, Joey. He says, what'd y'all think of the Resident Evil movies? I like the first three, but it went downhill in the fourth one and the last one. Did y'all see the RE movies?
I only watched the first three, I believe. I liked them. I mean, I didn't think they were amazing by any means, but I actually liked them. I thought they were pretty good. And I think that they they tried to stay faithful with like the character interpretations. Like we see Jill Valentine and she's dressed up just like Jill Valentine. They didn't try to put like a huge spin on it. And then they add their own character, Alice. And I think that's really neat how they had that balance of, okay, we're going to add our own main character here, but the things that people recognize from Resident Evil, we want them to recognize them still, and we want to bring that nostalgia at the same time. So they're fun movies.
Didn't Uwe Boll do the first Resident Evil movie?
Did he?
I feel like he did.
Then there's a Uwe Boll movie I like.
There you go.
Yay!
I feel like maybe I'm thinking wrong, but I'm looking through his
Resident
stuff.
Evil Afterlife.
I was
Director
thinking
Uwe Boll.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Well, you can go watch my interview with Uwe Boll. We have it in our interviews playlist. Make sure you go watch that as well. It's a full interview with Uwe Boll. Really, really fun. So, yeah, I was thinking he did RE, but he did Blood Rain. That's what I was thinking. So,
Right.
Wait a second. Now chat's telling me no, but I just read an article saying he was a director. So who knows anymore?
Oh.
How could we even know?
I don't know anymore. I just read what I read.
All right, let's go. Okay, we got to get to the story since you're on Mel. I gotta get to this.
He's been holding it for 2 days.
Okay.
Been ready to pee. Here we go. Why aren't you pausing? Pause. You're loud in my ear. There we go. Okay, this is crazy.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to my computer. It's yelling.
It's
at
his
me.
AI.
Sorry.
It's the AI that helps him cheat.
The monitor. Yeah.
Okay, I want you guys to watch this video, and I want to hear y'all's thoughts on this. This is batshit crazy to me. Okay, we're just gonna watch this.
The Magic Kingdom Maternity Ward is a new place where expectant mothers can go to give birth at Disney. According to an internal source, quote, "We know giving birth at Disney World is on the bucket list for many birthing people. However, that
birthing people."
Let's start there.
This just gets worse as they keep going.
I'm just loving the music box music of Disney.
Well, so there's thing number one. Oh, but it continues, Melanie.
Used to be against park rules and could lead to a lifetime ban for.
I love the idea that giving birth at Disney World used to be against park rules.
Wow.
Oh my God, here we go.
For you and the child. We recognize that is discriminating against pregnant men and women. Now we welcome birth.
Hang on a second. So let's just question.
And it's funny that they said men first.
Yeah, that's really fucked up.
They said men first on top of it all.
No,
okay.
There's a huge question about this. Let's just say someone is like, 6 months pregnant or whatever it is. And obviously they still have 3 months to go. So they're just taking a stroll around Disney. And what happens if all of a sudden they have some complications and they're giving birth that day? Are they just automatically banned?
Right.
That's not fair. That's not even their fault at all.
Okay.
It's your birth.
So here's the thing. I don't think this is real. All right.
I hope it's not. This better be a parody.
It's better be a rumor.
But let's go ahead and continue here. I don't think this is real.
You know what? If we were watching this like 15 years ago, we would be laughing on the floor thinking it's like a Saturday Night Live skit. And this is, now we're at the point where like, is this real? I don't know. Is this real right now? Because that's how crazy the world is right now.
Yes, this is really stupid. All right, let's continue.
From all people in our theme parks in the new Magic Kingdom Maternity Ward.
Okay, here's why I think it, like, everything up to this point, I can see Disney saying. Everything,
Right.
like, literally everything, okay?
That's funny though. Make you a Disney citizen.
Also,
it's their
The
own
Tick. Did you guys ever watch The Tick?
Yes, the tick was great.
Classic. I love it.
All right, here we go.
End quote. This new building is located above Casey on Main Street, USA, inside the Magic Kingdom. This is the perfect place to give birth for Disney fans because you can look at Cinderella Castle while you deliver your child. It will cost patients around $5,000 to have their child delivered at Disney World. This is nearly double the cost of most hospitals around the United States. Patients also need a valid theme park ticket in order to be accepted into the Magic Kingdom Maternity Ward. They will also have a package for purchase where a Disney photographer captures every moment of the birth. This also includes pictures in front of the castle and with Mickey Mouse. For more on giving birth at Disney World, click the link in our bio or visit mousetrapnews.com.
Okay,
it can't be real, right?
I think it's a joke, but we're at these crazy times in society where we can't tell. But also, I've just initially like, oh, so many women, it's their dream to give birth at Disney World. Sounds
While
so weird
Mickey's
to
watching
me.
you.
I know,
No.
it's like this almost sounds like some kind of perverted thing. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
sounds like a
that's
horror movie.
nasty.
Mickey's watching
Okay.
you give birth. Like, yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right. This is definitely fake, but it's. But
Okay.
let me tell you why. Because I went to mousetrapnews.com. Oh, this is brilliant.
Is it an April Fool's joke?
No, this is a brilliant website. Breaking news: Disney World free for Black people in Black History Month.
It's a parody site of Disney. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Wow, this
Disney
is hilarious.
announces Proud, a fat pride princess movie. Oh my God! Disney World now allows open carry of guns in their parks. This is awesome.
Hey, that would be pretty based.
Oh my God! Violet has an abortion in Incredibles 3.
Jesus. Damn.
Okay, here's the thing, right? Like I said, the first half of that video, I was like, all right, like,
Yeah.
but when they started upcharging the idea of a photographer,
Right.
photographer capturing every moment of your birth, that's really freaking funny. I'm just saying, it's really funny.
Wow, that is hilarious.
Yeah, it's a Nutcase says, "Are you sure it's a parody site?" All right.
It's too close to reality right now.
Well, you know, it lines up because when you look at the archive for the site, it's like in July 2022 down here. That's what the last.
Right.
So that lines up to like when all this nonsense started.
Yep.
So Disney World and Disneyland secede from the U.S. There you go.
See, they'll become their own Disney citizen.
Oh my gosh, that's. I mean, it's
Wow.
really pretty brilliant. I mean, it's great. I mean, maybe we need to get these guys on because this is great.
Oh, that'd be
Mousetrap
funny.
News. Oh, it's awesome. Dan Evil Robot says original Mortal Kombat 1995 is still my favorite, but the new R-rated Mortal Kombat movie was great. It's not perfect, but I like it. Scorpion and Sub-Zero fighting, and I'm excited for the sequel. Damn right.
I feel ya.
It's good. C-Man
Weird knee.
Kevin says, weird knee. That's right. Well, at least we can all take a deep breath and know that they didn't actually announce that, which is good.
Yay.
Yes. Hardy Voice says, "K. Craig, since you're not down with purging the heathen, if convince Elon to buy Disney, will that be enough to earn your blessing?"
Oh,
It's a good question, Hardy Boys. I would have to really think hard about that, and then hand you my blessing after that. But I think I'd want to see what Elon does first. So, Almond John came in over on Rumble. The guys, thanks for your patience over on Rumble. Says, "I didn't care too much for Game Attack anyways. Tryhard was okay, but side scrollers was always the creme de la creme. Was then, is now, it will be in the future, just like Bret Hart." There you go, Almond John. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate your support. Lone Wolf came in with the $2 Blabs Fund over on Rumble. Thank you very much, Lone Wolf. iCanalis came in as a brand new monthly supporter over on Rumble as well, which, hey, I'll get you a squat for that.
yay!
He really goes low.
That's right. Shane came in and says, "Work those casts, Craig," just like the gentleman who was manspreading from yesterday. Taken.
Jake Sucky.
I'm sure you're not hung like a bee. Thanks, Shane. Appreciate that. Don't be so sure. All right. Oh, self-deprecating humor is the best. It's great. Oh my God. And that will wrap it up from a Rumble side. Yes, it will. There you go. All right, man, we found a great website to check out today with Mousetrap News. You guys can go over there and tell them Side Scroller sent you, which is good. I'm going to need to follow him on Twitter too, because that's great. Crit Nature says we missed his super chat. Did we miss Crit Nature's super chat? It didn't show up.
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, Crit, I'm sorry if we did. It would have showed up in our little tab, and we didn't see it. But we do have memes. Fire away, Blabs.
Right, so. Sorry.
Oh my! That is perfect.
Gangsta Blob's looking for a dust up.
There you go. Love that. Oh no!
On X. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but Craig turned into Grogu. So that's cool.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know what this is. This is a clip.
Well,
said
I
it on
took
our
off
show.
my
It can't be that
clothes
bad.
and show people my butthole. And if you want
Yeah.
to find
And
those
it's, like,
pictures, they can find them on the internet.
Easily
You know?
Googleable too. Like
Easily Google.
Easily Googleable.
Rapping side scrollers rap battle, Melanie and Craig.
Oh, all right.
I got some fat skills.
Oh, apparently Adam's frozen. That's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
Then we have this one from True Pop Culture. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, I love being on side scrollers. Yay, there we go, girl power!
Let's go.
Diversity and inclusion.
I do so much good. I do so much good. Praise me. Praise me. Please tell me what a white knight I am. Sorry, that's the old brand I used to work with.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'll be retweeting that.
We got all three forms: Sitterine Craig, Standerine Craig, and Squatterine Craig.
Oh, that's
Brilliant.
I have the force now, thank you.
Very good.
And apparently we're playing whack-a-mole with Craig. Why is it so loud?
So loud.
Damn. Well, yeah, you get the point.
Ah!
That is loud as hell. And I think, one more. Same thing.
Oh no.
I don't
What's
get
happening?
it.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it, but that's
There you
that's
go.
great.
Man, that's crazy. Well, I'm sorry we missed your super chat. You said it was a 50, but I that certainly didn't show up. And if you did, we greatly appreciate that. I'm sorry. That's massive. And I didn't see it. Blabs, did you see
it
it?
hasn't seen anything, no.
Okay. Joey came back with the 20. Says, sometimes I think Rich from Review Tech USA is in love with Quantum TV and the quartering. How else can you explain him having them both on his monitor and Quantum printed on his jacket? Listen, I haven't talked to Rich in months, and nor do I really care to. Like, Rich is, I don't know, he like hates us now for some reason. I think it's because her right here.
I think so.
We live in his head rent-free from what I'm seeing.
Oh, man. I can only imagine what angry rant he's going to have on his show talking about us today. By the way, welcome in, and guys, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button over on the Side Scrollers podcast channel. We appreciate you guys growing. We're growing very quick. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. Snake Master came in. Says, Melanie, what religions are there any... Oh, I said, with religion... Are there any games you won't play? Games like Cult of the Lamb comes to mind.
It's so funny you use that specific example because yes, there's some games that I just wouldn't feel right playing, and Cult of the Lamb was one of them. And although I loved the art style and otherwise I would have played it, but I just thought, I wouldn't feel right playing this one. But in general, I don't police what games other people play because I feel like there's bigger fish to fry. That just boils down to personal conviction.
Hear that. Well, man, we didn't even get to the YouTube story today. I want to do a little more investigating on that. But the idea, just long story short, YouTube, if you have AdBlocker on Google Chrome, it's slowing down. YouTube is slowing down your computer and your load times. It's crazy.
Ooh.
So they're doing their best. They're doing their best to try to squelch out the AdBlock extension on Chrome. It's pretty messy. So
Wow.
yeah, it's messy. The Franchise came in with the Prime sub. Thank you very much, The Franchise. And Squiggly Lines also came in with the Prime sub over at twitch.tv/stutteringcraig. All right, let's get out of here, guys. Appreciate everybody allowing us to hang out with you today. I can't believe it. Yesterday, I looked up and I realized that we've been doing this for 11 months now. 11 stinking months, man. That's really, really great. So, and we've been growing, which has been great. So I appreciate you guys. We're going to have a big celebration on February 15th as we launch year 2 of Side Scrollers. Really, really excited about that. So yeah, thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. Appreciate everybody popping in. I had Blabs look at our. Today was show 226 that we've done.
Assuming I can math.
Assuming you can math for sure.
Should have gone next, girl.
There you go. Ghost in the Craig came and says, bless you guys. Hey, thank you so much, Ghost in the Craig. And Elite Neo came back and says, there's a workaround for that AdBlock issue on the UBlock Origin Reddit. Look for the thread with all the AdBlock filters. Okay. All right. Thanks, Elite Neo. Appreciate that. You guys go look for that on Reddit. Good. As Bao Bao says over on the Rumble chat. Ad blockers, boys, welcome to Rumble. That's right. Head on over. All right. I got an interview I'm doing this afternoon. Looking forward to doing that. Interviewing a former WWE superstar. I got a lot of traveling over the next few weeks, doing a lot of moving around the United States. So I'm really excited to do that on the weekends and get back for the show. Guys, go find Melanie over on the Melanie Mac Go Boom channel, the Bible Time with Melanie Mac channel, and the Melanie Mac Gameplay channel, which is great. So go find her over there. Go find Blabs over on Kick and on YouTube. You can find me on this channel and, of course, over on X as well. I don't tweet very much, but when I do, it's still bad. With that said, guys, have a great day. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. See you guys later. Bye-bye.